Hello, folks. Oh gosh, I hope you're well. Yeah, I'm good. Um, got to thank Carol Vorderman for retweeting today's Christmas cartoon. Actually, I mean, I think it's one of the best ones I've ever done. Um, and well, I've got about 100 more followers. So, Carol, I love you. You're fantastic. And people, follow Carol Vorderman. She's fab and groovy, and she's got a really nice icon. Oh yeah. Um, anyway, thank you, Carol. You're wonderful. Um, Today's cartoon isn't really funny. I don't think. Um, it's kind of, I don't know. I just sort of drew it in my notepad, and I just found the image funny. So I think I've really got to kind of concentrate and get this right, because it's more a kind of character piece. And if you follow World of Cow, um, hopefully you're sort of getting to know the characters and whatnot. Um, you'll find it funny too, but if you don't, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But it's a Christmas one, um, so there. But had a strange day today. Well, I'm having one. I decided to take my dog for a walk, um, and I thought I'd kill two birds with one stone and deliver some Christmas cards to neighbours and whatnot. So I'm on the way to this old guy who I'm a parish councillor and he's a parish councillor, and I thought I'd deliver my little Christmas card to him, hand drawn by me, of course. And he's a lovely, lovely man, really sweet. He must be about 70 or so, and he rides around on his bike. He's really nice fella, a beautiful, lovely man. And the dog decided to have a poo on a grass verge, which of course a dog's allowed to have a poo, obviously. So I've got the dog and I've got these cards, and I'm trying to pick up this poo, and it's quite windy, and so I put the cards in my mouth, and I'm picking up the poo, and I'm carefully trying to pick the poo up without the wind blowing the bag from my flesh and picking, having contact with the excrement. And I managed it. I picked it up, and so I've got this bag swinging around, and I decided to. Well, I'm holding on to this bag of poo, cards, dog, and I'm going up to this like gentle old man's front door, and he's not in, no car there. And I think, I've really got to be careful, because I don't want to post through the card and the poo through his post box. And the dog's pulling, and I'm trying to put it through. And I turn back and I start walking back up the hill, and I realise that there's no bag swinging in my hand. And I think, oh my god, I've just posted this sack of poo through his letterbox. And I turned round. Luckily, to my relief, it was just sort of sitting there on his doorstep. But if I'd forgotten that, that would have looked pretty bad too. And they would have known it was me. I mean, I've just posted a postcard and dumped a bag of poo on his welcome mat. So I ran back and picked it up and breathed a sigh of relief. But can you imagine? What sick bastard did this? So that kept me laughing for a while around the around Moat Park, I tell you. Anyway, get on with this. So, what am I doing? Oh, thanks Nathan. Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it. So I'm drawing. If you haven't seen this before, I'm drawing with a Wacom tablet um, into Photoshop CS4, and I've got no guides or anything. And I've been doing this for about 5 years. And if you are trying to learn to draw with a Wacom tablet, try and do like a cartoon series or something and just draw straight in there, and it doesn't matter what it looks like, just to get kind of fluid, because you're kind of teaching yourself a new skill, you know. So the more you do it, the better you get. And I've done over 1,000 of these now, so I'm getting pretty good. So here we go. Yeah, this is a cow character, and dressed up as a Santa Claus. But I was thinking like Mary Quant, kind of Father Christmassy, because it's a girl, obviously, so she wants to look cute. I've done her too big, so I'm just shrinking her down, and I just make sure the ratio is correct. Otherwise, it'll just look a bit odd. I'm allowed to do that because I'm drawing it straight in. You misjudge things, so in Photoshop you can use the transform tool, which I just did then, and I found a really good one the other day, which is you go free transform, but there's a little button here, and it goes into a grid, and you can kind of do middle bits and sort of, and oh, it's great, but I don't want to do that. But yeah, I was doing someone wanted false perspective on these buildings, and I sort of did them, and I wasn't too happy with them, and then I put them in that little baby, and boy, it gave you a kind of fisheye lens kind of deal, which looked brill. So I was very happy with that. Yeah, so don't be discouraged with if I've gone over the lines, because what I do is I just rub it out like that. But you're not sort of pussyfooting around. You're doing this nice kind of arc. So you go like that, and ooh, look at that. That looks good. But if you sort of try to do it, it'll be all wibbly wobbly. So just kind of go with it. Whoa, arcs. Ooh, arcs are good, man. They're just I like the kind of feel that things are coming out at you and stuff. So a nice arc. Um, like with backgrounds, I don't like doing straight lines. It really kind of makes me feel horrid. I like to make everything horizon sort of bendy, and you can do that. And I think what I think we kind of see things like that, because I remember when I used to work in London, I think it was Angel tube station. I was standing there, and two trains went past me at the same time. And if you kind of concentrated and became aware of your peripheral vision, um, it was like a big fisheye lens. And I think we see like that all the time. So that's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. Oh, itchy head. Anyway, so uh, yeah, so I mean, it's kind of gross, but I'm doing um, the others kind of poking poking out. 'Cause, she doesn't care. There are others. She's proud of them. So they're just poking out from underneath her kind of cute Mary Quant Father Christmas outfit. And she's talking to you. She's looking out, and she's like addressing you out there. Uh, and she's feeling Christmassy, baby. And why aren't you? Come on. And I think I'll do little little cute kind of hoof. Sorry. I do laugh at my own work, so be warned. I'll tell you what though, it is sometimes it's good, right? Because what I do a lot of well, all the time, I carry this little book around with me everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but and I draw and sketch and blah blah blah, and you forget that a lot of the material you do, you just kind of out your brain, blah, blah, and you kind of look at it a week or so later, or maybe even a month, and you laugh at it, and you feel kind of guilty because it's your stuff, but in a way it isn't. It's kind of like a former you that you're laughing at, and that's always a good sign if you laugh at your own material. Sometimes though, I find you kind of lose your radar a bit. You kind of think, well, yeah, that is funny, but I'm not laughing. And you kind of put it out there, and people think it's great, and you think, oh yeah, no, it was funny. So it's kind of almost like a mental exercise. You know, you kind of know it's funny, even though you can't, because you do so much stuff that's cartoony. You kind of get a bit numb to it sometimes. So it's very nice if you chaps let me know if you like it or not, because that kind of makes me think, ah, right, I'm yes, oh, I am funny. Thank you. So yeah, let your friends know that I exist. It's Stiktoonz, as you probably know because you're watching this. But yeah, let them know and RT my stuff. She hasn't got any arms. Right, hang on. This one will be going as soon as I sort of finish doing this. I'll put it up on Zazzle if you want to buy it. But there's a lot of other kind of stuff on there. I think I've got over 100 cowtoons, Christmas cowtoons, and maybe about. Ooh, it's got, well, I don't think I've got 1,000 up there yet, but it's got to be about 500 or so. I haven't put all my old ones up because that just take too bloody long. Apologies for accent. Should she be pointing? No, I don't think so. I think she's kind of got that girlfriend attitude thing, you know, talk to the hoof. So yeah, so she's kind of standing there. Yep, and no grass. See, I usually draw grass like that. If you look at my early ones, it's just that stuff. But then I decided to give it character. I'll try and give everything character. I used to work with this genius who called Eric Goldberg, and he was amazing, little guy. Hi Eric, if you're out there, I saw you on telly. He did Warner Brothers. Um, oh gosh, it was. Oh god, what was it called? I don't think he did Space Jam. He did, but his other one, Go Crazy or whatever. He directed it, but he also did. After I left Pizzazz Pictures, he went on to do the genie in Aladdin, which kind of made his name. But he was just a genius, and he was very keen on, you know, everything's got to look right. So if you do a close up of a hand, it's got character, and you know, and he's right. He's absolutely right. So I try. I don't always do it. You kind of lazy sometimes. Try and make everything look kind of cute. I've got to have a slurp of coffee. Excuse me. Oh, oh, that's good. Right. So yeah. Okay. So as you can see, I've done that on a separate level. Got my world of cow kind of template. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy it, and you see that's all on one level, and then I have one over the top, because I'll tell you why. I'll show you. If you do it onto just one level and you do your colour, can you see that it sort of eats into, I'll go back, it eats into your line work. It's gone back like 1 pixel, you see. So what I do is I have one over the top, and that retains the integrity of the line work. Dun, dun, dun. So anyway, I'll just plop in all the colours, and of course red like that. Yeah, and do her mouth like so. Yeah. Well, hope you're all ready for Christmas, because I'm not. I don't think I did my Christmas cards, which was uh, like torture, but I got them all out and sent off, so I'm relaxed. I've got I've got some calendars as well that I'm going to send out. I don't know why I'm telling you that, but that was quite nice. But Zazzle don't do calendars anymore. I thought that's quite strange, because I had some nice sort of designs I wanted to put on there, but never mind. Right, so here's the teats, and I'm using the lasso tool. So it's just like masking, really. So you mask the area you want to put your colour on, and it just does it like that, and it's nice. Instead of having a sort of black line to sort of, oop, that's not black, idiot, like that. I think it's just nice that it kind of blends in, you know, it sort of makes it more kind of organic. So, oh yeah, I'm going to give her like red feet. I'm trying to make her look really kind of Christmassy, and I think to sell it just a bit more, I'm going to put a bit of grey on her, not a lot, but just to contrast to the white on the suit. You'll just pop that out a bit more. Oh, I haven't done her ears, so yeah, so I'll just stick the ears in, and I will just. I've never done this. I don't think. But I'm going to give her you know, sort of eye. They're not eyeballs, are they? Anyway, I'm giving her those. The outside bits to the iris. No, that is the iris. I don't know what I'm talking about. Right, so now I'm going to apply a kind of shadow just below her to kind of put her in place. It just sort of sticks her in place in situ with the snow, and it kind of informs you what it is in a way. That's my excuse. Right, so then I'm going to put in a colour behind her. Too much. And I'll tell you what, I think I will do a bit of airbrushing. Hang on a sec. So I'll get the... That's too much. I'll get the airbrush tool. What I'm going to do is magic wand. Okay. So all that area is magic wand. And I'm going to select the brush, and then I'm going to put it on 666, the mark of the airbrush devil. 666, right, and about 20%, and just make it look makes it look a bit colder, I think, like that, and then just a bit of dark colour there. Yep, and then I never never have these trees in World of Cow until this time of year, but I'm afraid the EU Cartoon Commission would throw me out of Europe, no less, if I didn't do a Christmas tree at Christmas time. So don't moan about it. It's not a error. It's the law. Okay, I'll have a bunch of French elves down on me like a ton of bricks. There we go. So, and you know what? That just, to me, you know, as a layman, that looks Christmassy, yeah? Right, so, just to give him, not him, idiot, a bit more sort of 3D-itude, 3D-ness, 3D-ification. I'm just adding, yeah, some shadows just there, you see, just pops it out. And just under the armpits again, I'm using a kind of dark kind of red there, and that was 30%. 30% is my favoured shadow colour. Opacity setting, okay, and I'm going to put in some blue on the fluffy bits, the cotton wool, and I always choose a dark colour, and I knock the opacity down. I never kind of put a colour on there because even though it probably get you the same kind of effect, I like the feeling that it's kind of a family member of that colour, and you know, it's sympathetic. So you kind of in the old days when I used to work in London, we used to do double exposures. I worked in animation, and basically what that was you did a run where you only exposed like a black bit of artwork over another bit of artwork at say 30%, and it would look like a shadow. And that's what I sort of do with this. And it is true, you know, it rings true as a colour, that it is part of, organically part of the character or tree or whatever you're doing it on. So basically, might have done it a bit high. Oh, done it a bit high. Oh, get away with it. Talking too much. Oh, blimey, that was 666. Hang on, I just want to. There we go. Put a little shadow there. Oh, 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 important, I think. Just a little highlight on the others, and then I'll do it again. Use just the same opacity, 30%, and then smaller, like that, and that just pops it out. Right, okay, so basically what this cow is saying, it's kind of you know, I wasn't feeling Christmassy the other day, and then I drew this, and then I did. So this is I'm gonna change this a bit probably, but if you still don't feel Chris oh god, Christmassy after looking at me, there's something wrong with you. So yeah, not the strongest of jokes, but I just I thought it was funny. Anyway, I'm gonna sort of stick that in a bubble and stuff, which you know isn't terribly interesting. But I hope you've enjoyed watching this. I've enjoyed drawing for you. Um, I'll probably do another one today, actually. Um, but love you all, and catch up with you later. See ya.